G'day everybody and welcome to the round 13 review. As you can probably hear, I was sick the whole of last week, so we couldn't put a video together. So we'll just quickly recap what our trades were for the last 2 weeks. So Scott, if you could tell us what you did in your round 11 trades and then in your round 12 trades as well.
I sure can. So for round 12, this is prior to round 12, I moved Smith to my defence, and that enabled me to downgrade Ruggles to Jared Jansen. And then since Aaron Hall was dropped to the Niaffle, I traded him to Zach Merritt. And then for round 13, I traded Menadue to Sam Reed and then Ryan Davis to Robbie Gray.
Right. Oh, okay. Well, for me, prior to round 12, I went Tom Rockcliffe in for Nick Rewalt, who was injured that week. And then Matty D for Matthew Suckling as well. And then prior to last week, I went Tom Ruggles to Logan Austin and then Ben Keys to Sam Reed. So a double downgrade for me. So we'll hop into the review now. We'll start with the team that scored the lowest. So we'll start with Scott's team.
Well, it's nothing to be too sad about. Well, I was pretty happy at Saturday night. I was pretty happy after the Geelong game, but it didn't last too long on Sunday. But if you look at my defence, it's a good place to start with the 4 100s I've got sitting in there. Decided to go with Heater as my captain this week, which it wasn't too bad. He had 2 massive quarters, but then also 2 quiet quarters. Jackson Trengrove, that's what I expected from him playing Freo without a great ruckman. Tipung Woody had 10 at half-time, so to get to 71 was a pretty good display of fantasy points there. But then Ryan Harwood, obviously, at the end of the first quarter, did something to his knee. I think it was posterior cruciate ligament. So he'll be out for a couple of weeks, which is disappointing, and it also took up one of my 2 lowest scores. In my midfield, Paddy Dangerfield and Rockcliffe, solid, very, very, very solid again. So was Lewis with another 100. Hanbury was disappointing, but again he had to play in the wet, which doesn't help very much. Blakely did what I expected. Oliver was just frustrating me week in, week out. Funny story, actually. A couple of weeks ago when Wells was out with injury, I was going to upgrade Oliver to Lewis, but since I didn't want to be one short, I traded Wells, and I probably should have just traded Oliver and gone one short that week, because since then...
Probably not the right move.
No, it's just been painful since then.
There is some doubts over Wells playing this week, though, so if that's anything.
Oh, alright, well, you better get a tissue or something there quick, Andy, because you don't sound too good at the moment.
No.
Then in the rucks, great news that Trent West was dropped this week, so... About
Good job,
time.
Leper.
Yeah, he pulled his head out of his arse and finally realised that Trent went over the tapes and saw that Trent West was just walking around doing...
And they were so much more competitive.
Exactly. Yeah, they
There
took
you
it
go.
up to West Coast for the first half. So
Mm.
then Big Maxie Gorn had a very good last half to get to 130. And then in my forward line, Zach Merritt and Barlow did very good, especially Barlow somehow racking up almost 160 points. I was a little disappointed about Robbie Gray's score, but if you think about it, when you combine Gray's and Barlow's score, because Barlow was only in the midfield because he was tagging Gray, they're averaging about 120 between them, so that's good there.
Not bad.
Yeah. Petrarca, another 70, so that's alright. And then Reed, to only get 17 points in the last half was disappointing, but I wasn't expecting a whole lot more.
Yeah, well, Reed was on 52 at three-quarter time, and I was thinking he may crack the 70, but 4 points in the last quarter.
Yeah, when I already had Harwood as 11 and Oliver with 39, I was hoping that he could get to 60 or 70. But, oh well. Then if we move up to my score, 1954, which is a pretty fair effort from 18 players. Good. And I went up 5,200 ranks, so I'm ranked inside the top 14,500 now.
Oh!
Yeah, so set the bar pretty high for Andy there, but as you all know, he's already beaten me, so we'll move to his team now.
All right, we'll move to my team if I don't vomit up the phlegm that's in my mouth at the moment. So we'll look at the defense here. I mean, if we take out Marcus Adams' score, all five of the defenders scored over 90 and some huge scores as well. Bartel 120. Suckling paid off. I'm going to vomit here. Callum Mills reached 90, which is huge for him. And Bernie Vince actually is probably going to miss a week after his high hit on Parker. So that's going to absolutely stink. I'm pretty sure you have him too, don't you, Scott?
Yeah, damn. That stuffs me up now.
And then my midfield was really good as well. I had some 60 scores, which I'm not very happy about. Hopper's probably going to leave my team this week, so thanks and goodbye for you. And then the same marks as Scott, which is really always good. And Dane Zorko and Michael Barlow, 147 and 159, humongous scores in my forward line. That's great. And then the rest were pretty ordinary, but since I had so many players playing this week, a lot of my ordinary scores got shaved off of my overall total. And if we scroll up to my score here, 2,080, which ranked me 134th overall for the week. And that got me up from 6,000 to 2,700, a humongous week from my team. And doing all that with 260k left in the bank, that is a huge, huge score and a really good week for me. So I'm in pretty good nick for the rest of the buys so far. So in saying that, I guess we'll move to the trades. So Scott, what are you looking to do this round?
All right, well, my backline's is looking pretty heavy with the round 14 buy, and Clayton Oliver just has to go. It's the perfect time for him. So I'm going to move Mills back into my midfield and trade out Oliver to a rookie defender who has the round 13 buy. So at the moment, their only option is Tom Lee, unless a newbie comes in. So I'm hoping that Nathan Broad will get a gig this week.
There's a sneaky option called Trent McKenzie from Gold Coast, 220k defender. He's really cheap after injury, and he could probably average about 65 for you.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of hoping for someone a bit cheaper than that, though, because if I can have more than 100k in the bank for next week, that'll be a good way to upgrade Harwood to another premium defender. So with my other trade, I'll be upgrading McDonald Tipungwuti to Rory Laird.
Right.
So, yeah, get the big old ladder in there. So first Adelaide player I've had for about 6 years, I reckon. Your trades, Andy?
Well, for me, I am looking to go Lincoln McCarthy to Tom Phillips, who's a rookie coming off of his bye. And then Jacob Hopper, since I'm very heavy in round 15, to a really gun midfielder from round 13. So I'm looking at Adam Trelaw, Scott Penderbury, someone of that caliber, just to really get me those points in round 14 and 15. So that's what I'm looking to do, Scott.
With the top-ranked team for that round, it was absolutely ridiculous what he scored. He got 2250, and I was looking at his team. I was like, how the hell did he score this with 18 players? His he had a full team, so his fourth lowest player was Robbie Gray with 76.
Wow.
And then besides that, his lowest score was Goldstein with 81, and then 98 for Wells. Everyone else was above 100, I'm pretty sure, apart from Matthew Boyd. So to get that, I think he's just gotten lucky this week, but that is absolutely ridiculous.
That's huge.
To get that amount of score with 4 short.
That's huge.
Yeah, and I'd like to commend you on your effort this week to be ranked that highly as well.
Thank you. I was very happy with that.
I thought you'd score well this week because it looked like you kind of stacked your team a bit, but seeing at the moment it seems like you're okay with your buy round for this week.
Well, yeah, the round 15 might be a bit of a challenge. I get a lot of gun mids out, but
same here. That's why it's
see
not
what we
good
can
that
do.
Hopefully Bernie Vince doesn't get suspended because
I reckon he's 100%.
I think I'm struggling for numbers at the moment for round 15.
Oh, wait, whoa. What? Okay, breaking news. I just refreshed AFL.
Uh-oh.
Bernie Vince also escaped suspension and was offered a $1,000 fine.
Yes!
Here we go, breaking news from the Fantasy Fortress.
That could not have been any more perfect timing right there.
Yes.
Oh,
that is such good news.
I might be able to scrape 18 or 19 together.
Did you see the vision of it?
No, I actually didn't.
It
I only
was
saw the first half.
it was a bad hit, so I don't know how he got cleared for that. But that
Might
is
have to go watch the replay.
very good. All right, well, I reckon we'll end the video there on a high note.
Sounds
So,
good.
thank you, Scott, for joining me and the viewers here going through the round 13 review. And we'll see you guys next week, so take care.
Take care, guys.